Good day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brierowski and welcome to the unboxing of Atelier Marie Remake, The Alchemist of Salburg. This is the premium box of the Nintendo Switch version of the game. Of course, this is a Japanese edition, as in the West this game unfortunately never got a physical release, only digital. And as we go around on the box, on the front cover we see the titular Marie, and I don't remember if this is a sprite like in the Iris games, but anyway, this being a Gust edition, the box itself is very similar to other editions from this developer I've unboxed in the past, and around the box there is just the title of the game, and we reach the rear cover that has 6 descriptive screenshots, another illustration of Marie, a brief description of the game, and the contents of the box not only have their text but also a small image associated to them. So, inside we have the game, well, of course, a set of cards, a selection of soundtracks from, I think, all the Atelier games, and a small art book. Below that, the usual technical details, so it's time to actually see the contents themselves. And these... Okay, opens up like this, and inside we have a number of, let's say, shelves containing, in this case, the game, the soundtrack, and below the soundtrack we have the cards. And then the art book, which is nice, fully relegated, not the biggest art book, but the presentation is good, and nothing more in the box itself, just a bunch of filler. Now, I failed to mention this before, but there is also this, which I don't remember if it's a pre-order bonus or an AmiAmi bonus, but we'll take a look at this after the box. This is the game, and this cover I don't think it's exclusive to this premium box, but this is the standard cover everyone will get if they get the game. On the cover, the same illustration, at least with Marie in full figure, we've seen on the back of the premium box. Down here, the 25th anniversary of the Atelier Games logo, Gust and Koei Tecmo. The spine, nothing out of the ordinary, and on the back, once again, a series of descriptive screenshots, and I must say they have chosen the more generic screenshots they could muster, maybe except this one, but this again looks like just a standard shop. You would expect that they'd focus on the alchemy part of this alchemy video game, but then again, technical details down bottom here, and on the back, ooh, we have the usual My Game City promo codes, the Switch cartridge, and on the back we have a more interesting reverse cover. So on the right, I think this is the original cover for the first version of the game, that, if I'm not mistaken, it's for the Saturn. And here, I don't know if this is just for the remake or was used in previous art, but the choice of having them one upside down, the other is rather peculiar, but anyway, nice touch from Gust. Selection CD 1997 and 2023. During the unboxing of the contents, I might have said that this is a collection of all soundtracks from the Atelier games, but I guess the name implies that this is a collection of the original soundtrack and the remastered / remade version of this edition. And on the rear cover it's just the logo. And let's see if the track list helps us. There is a small booklet associated to this. We'll go back to the CD in a moment. So yeah, it's about the remade soundtracks. The first 14 tracks are from this renewed edition, and the other 14 are the same, just for the original version, and as well maybe these are vocal tracks. Credits, and back to the front cover, and the CD. Well, finally a rather elaborate CD label that has the same illustration we've seen, well, pretty much anywhere else, and a very simple background for the CD case. Next we have a set of 4 cards. These cards are printed on transparent plastic and are printed on just one side. They are 15 centimeters tall and 10.5 centimeters wide and represent the main characters of this game. We start with Marlone, and yes, apparently Atelier Games had the habit of shortening the main protagonist's name right from the beginning. Then we have Shea or Shia, I don't know how to pronounce this, and I've never played this one, so I don't know the relationship between all these characters. A dude in armor and a much more pleasant dudette in less armor. This is the Atelier Marie Remake artbook, and as I've said before, this is a properly bound artbook with a hardcover. Not exactly big in terms of number of pages, but the presentation is good, and I'd prefer, at least in my premium limited editions, the artbook to be well presented rather than full and simply having pages glued together. So I think that this is an illustration of the original character designer for the original version, maybe. Or it's just like for Shea, just a reminder of how they looked back in the day. Okay, apparently Marie is not the only one with a shortened name in this game. Oh, it changed a lot from the original. While he stayed pretty much the same. And Natalie as well, she wasn't updated that much. Weapon Shop Master, I guess he didn't have a name at that time. I wonder if... did I miss her? No, apparently there is no Pamela around this time. Or maybe she's an hidden character. And this is it for the artbook. And lastly, we have the wall scroll. And this is a pretty big wall scroll, 72 centimeters tall and 51.5 centimeters wide. It's printed on, I think, synthetic fabric, and at the touch it's not as smooth as other wall scrolls included in other limited editions. And I think you can see it on screen. The fabric they used leaves a texture all over the illustration. But other than that, I don't see any smudges or wrong colors or even broken stitches at the top or bottom. And as you can see clearly, this wall scroll represents Marie taking a dip in a negligée, and I guess they are trying to reach rise levels of fan service, and not that I object to that. But anyway, this wall scroll requires a bit of assembly, meaning that the top and bottom supports are provided in two pieces, and there is also a rope to help you hang it. But other than that, nothing else to say. And this sums up the premium box of Atelier Marie Remake. As a limited edition, this is not as peculiar as some of the, let's say, lesser Atelier games that I have unboxed in the past, like Atelier Lydie and Suelle, or even the Surge Concerto silver box I've shown you some time ago. And this is disappointing because the Atelier series is at an all-time high in terms of fan reception pretty much everywhere in the world. So it's a bit disappointing that the Japanese limited edition is somewhat subdued considering Gast's old standards. But at least Japan got a physical release of this game, while we are stuck with just a digital version. Anyway, a first hour play of this game will follow sooner than later, because this is not the last unbox I have queued, but I want to play something, and this is an excellent starting point for doing that. In the meantime, I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing and you stick around for more. Briareo Skerensky, over and out.